This is the Podium power supply block test for the Tetris clone project. The first step is to plug in the wall wart into the US wall socket. So I'm taking my USB wall wart here and I'm plugging it in. Notice that the variable power or the variable load now reads 5.12 volts. The next step is to attach power and ground leads to a variable load device, which is already done. So the setup here is there's an ammeter in series with the load, and there is a oscilloscope probe attached across the leads of the power supply. So measuring both voltage and current through two different methods. So now I'm setting the current draw and the variable load to be 600 milliamps. This has already been done. I'm tuning it back to 600 milliamps. I'm now turning on or putting on the load to the device. And we can see that the variable load measures 600 milliamps being drawn, where the voltage is 4.95 volts. On my multimeter here, I'm reading that I'm getting just over 600 milliamps. And when I measure the voltage across the power supply, I'm getting that it's about 5 volts. So that's 2 volts per division, and it looks like it's about 5 volts. So just confirming that all of these values are correct, and in order to pass, this block needed to have a be able to draw at least 500 milliamps of current, and I showed that it drew 600. And while drawing that load, it needed to be able to supply 5 volts plus or minus 200 millivolts, which it was at 4.95 volts, which is within that tolerance, and have less of a 10% voltage ripple, which it had pretty much none. So this block passes.